Hi and welcome back to the probably last episode of my playthrough of Euthia. Thanks so much for all the great contributions, all the great comments, the helpful comments. Keep them coming. Really appreciate that a lot. There were some good suggestions. I think there was also somewhat of a minor goof. When I was defeated, I should have added one golden card to me basically and one golden card to the AI player. Let me do that. I immediately cash that in for one piece of silver. So I take this, but of course the golden card is definitely a problem. And apart from that, I have been told that really looking for these essences coming from these elementals could be key, especially I think it's the air elemental. If you're using an air essence, you can basically make the monster player lose one die for the entirety of the combat round. Not round, for the entirety of the combat, that is. And that's what I got mixed up with. I said, it's nice, but I always thought in the back of my mind, hey, that's only for one combat round. That's wrong. So going after these fellas for stuff is usually a good thing. And keep in mind, we still only have 2 more rounds left. So let's move into the 7th round. We are adding a silver card to the cache. And then I have to do stuff. The main thing is, that's something I really need to keep in mind, that when I get teleported back after, basically at the beginning of round 9, that's part of the scenario, I am fully healed. And ultimately, I want to make it to this space, I believe, because there I could gain the 2 missing reputation that I need to make it to level 9, and then I would be able to unlock more stuff. So I think I will stay on target. So I will use my Furious Charge, move up to 3 hexes in a straight line to reach a hex with a monster. Let's do that. 1, 2 and 3. So here we are. We will have to hold on to this because during the first round of combat the monster will gain a penalty of -2. We still have to reveal another tile. There is this earth elemental here, a wind elemental, air elemental, what keep I saying? And okay, here's even more to that. So here's another one, but we are not affected. I mean, we cannot be affected twice actually. Luckily the game comes with enough miniatures to bring them up here. I think we have 5 or 6 miniatures for the heroes, 3 more for I think ultimate boss for dragon and so on, but I have 200 of these elementals in the box. It's really weird. Yeah, okay, I think we shouldn't be surprised. Exactly, it's the Shadow Beast, so I will set up the battleground, and this will be a nasty business. We're adding another silver card to the one we had, plus the golden one. We have 3 of these chaos tokens. That is really quite a lot actually, and we are only adding 1 guard token. That's somewhat of a relief, but ultimately still pretty bad. We will not heal, I believe. No, let's not do that. We will use our throwing dagger for sure, so let's do that. And I believe we used them well actually. I think they did 2 points worth of damage, but after that we completely whiffed, right? So let's see what we roll here, and that's a 9, which is not good enough. We have to still re-roll. Oh no, we have to put it to the other side. What am I talking about? So we are dropping this, no, from a 5 goes down to a 2, right? So the 6 is just enough to inflict 1 point of damage. So yeah, let's totally do that. Let's not complain here. I almost forgot to do that. We are affected by this air elemental. Maybe I should bring him here, so hopefully it will remind me of what I need to do. Okay, that was our throwing dagger. Let's reveal our combat card. Okay, that's a 6 and a 1, which I believe is ultimately pretty okay, because again the air elemental will also drop that down to a 1. It will use 1 guard token for sure, so let's do that. So we are rolling that. 4, 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 is 2 points worth of damage. Of course, we are not done yet. It will continue to use these chaos tokens. So we are drawing 1 from the golden pile. Oh, it's the healing one. Oh no, it's the healing one. Oh, this is by far the worst one. Quite honestly, this is the worst one. I hate this. So we have spent 1 on this. We have a +2, and it would continue to regenerate. And I think, yeah, in theory we could make it to 4 damage, but it's not going to be easy. But we will continue going because we have 2 chaos actions here. So we will draw 1 silver card, so that's the curse. Yeah, this will make it very hard to make it to 10 actually. Let's continue to draw. So if this is also a curse, no it's not, it's the micro. I think we should have known that, I have seen that. So that's the curse which we have to deal with. So we are losing 3, but at least we were getting rid of 2 of these cards. And again, we know that this is the mind control, which would be a +5. Funny. So the -2 is negating this +2 here, which is okay, which again makes it to 7 in total. So we are sticking to quote unquote only 2 points worth of damage, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm willing to spend guard tokens, but I don't think so. So that's 1 and 2, going down to 5. We could heal now, but I think let's roll our dice first. So again, we will be using our Iron Mace. So it's getting pretty messy here, so I think we can get rid of that, and I think we can also get rid of that. So basically cleaning up a little bit. Again, we have this fella in here. It's really so bad, all so bad. And of course, now we are rolling the 6. So we rolled a 1 and a 3. Again, I don't think that she's intervention kicks in, because you always look at the initial roll. So even though that's a 4 now, we are not getting a pip here on the die of hope. And now we have to make sense out of this, right? We are losing a 3 here, which would make it to a 3. So maybe we will simply... yeah, we will simply not make it here, and we'll focus on the next one, because we know what the next card will be. Of course, we can really take an awful lot of damage next round, and it will also heal. So whatever we do, it will heal at the start of his activation anyway. So no, I think I am calling it here. Might be a little bit... yeah, wasteful, but at least the curse is away now. So this is gone. We are removing this card. This will stay here, of course. Again, it will continue to heal at the start of his activation, but that's basically it. We are out of guard tokens for the monster, though that's also a small relief. And now again, we could heal, but I think the maximum damage it can do is a 3. So I should be okay, at least for this round of combat, right? Yeah. Let's not heal. Let's draw our next combat card. This is an 11, so we are increasing the die of hope. But it's still, but that's a 1 basically. We already know that. And that's a 5. It will use its last remaining chaos token, and let's try to act surprised here. It's the +5, exactly, we knew that. So that's 6 + 5, that's the 11, that's the 3 points. But I think I will not spend anything here, because I am going to heal, relatively certain about that. So yeah, let's stack up this damage, 1, 2, 3, so we're going down to 2 life points, which means we have dealt with all of this actually. Yes, indeed. So that wasn't too bad. Yes, we have taken some hits, but let's see about that. So we are not getting any penalties now other than this fella over here. So let's simply use our Iron Mace. Again, we are not healing now. We can still do that a little bit later. Yeah. Oh boy. 6 and 1. Why couldn't we roll a 6 and a 6? I hate this game. This is having a nice conversation with Paul about this. This is where Mage Knight by far is more deterministic, right? You lay out your strategy. You basically know what is coming. Here you have a plan to some extent, and then you are rolling dice, and that's what comes out of this, right? I mean, that's so bad. Question really is, I mean, can we somehow make it to the 10 plus? Then we would kill it. That's basically what I need to do, because really scratching it with the healing ability here, that it really doesn't make sense, right? And I think that's what we have to make run right now. So we are spending 1 guard token to reroll that. I think we have to spend at least 2. That's a 3 plus, so that's 6 in total. So we are starting to make some damage, but I think we need more. So I'm spending another guard token now to do that. Oh, come on. This game is mocking me. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. It's really not a great weapon. Yeah, it's not. So let's re-roll that, and yeah, that's just enough, right? I mean, that's 6 plus 6, that's 12, that's 4 points worth of damage. So this Shadow Beast is no more. So we are getting 2 silver cards, so we're adding 2 more silver cards to the cache as well. Then we get 2 reputation, so we are at level 9. That was basically the main goal. And then we are gaining 5 more coins for that. So we do have some money. We can sell this. I believe it could be bronze actually for 4. I think it's bronze. Question really is, what do we want to do next? I think really going after this air elemental down here while we are here could be huge. The thing is, my trade token is exactly on the 2 we need. I mean, we have enough. I should have spent this one, by the way, so let's not forget that for the combat action. So let's have a look at the overview card for the air elemental here, and it's pretty gruesome actually. In order to make it to air essence, we have to roll a 9+, and all the other rules still apply. And with a 3 and a 2, we could basically die. Because we are down to 2 life points. Of course, I could heal first and whatnot, but really with 1 guard token making it to a 9+, we would have to roll basically a double 5 or a double 6 in order to make it without any guard tokens. And because this is my last guard token, I really don't know. These are teleports, which are also nice, so you can teleport up to 2 spaces away. We could gain some guard tokens, and maybe exchanging life points for a guard token might be still worth it to some extent, but I don't really know. So I will stay on target. So I will use my trusted boots to move up here to this. I think I need to place something there for 1 second. Yes, we were successful, though this is liberated. It might still score some point if I'm going to make it. Here at the village, we will use our trade token. And first things first, we are going to spend 1 coin to have a look at our level 6 and level 9. Don't we have? Oh, we get them both. Indeed. Yeah. We have the 6s and the 9s. Exactly. I think the last time we did that, we only looked at the 4s, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay, I missed that. I completely missed that. So let's have a look at both of them, actually, both levels. I mean, so again, I think I wanted to go for the Barb Club, exchanging it for the Iron Mace, which we could sell. I still think it's the better. We can do maximum. Yes, it's only 2 worth 4, but I think these 2 points here difference might be really actually the kicker. Just to make some damage here. I really have seen this so many times now, actually, that this has cost me dearly. But let's look at the other ones. Maybe let's look at the other level. I know we have to do that basically level by level. First I have to decide between one of those, then I have to decide between one of those. This is another movement. This is another carrying item stamina. I don't really like them either, actually. I think we will go for the Intimidate. So stamina is out. We have enough movement now, I think, at least. But now we still have to think. That's a +1 and a permanent 1 damage. And I think in order to trigger that 1 damage, we have to inflict at least 1 point of damage. So this, in conjunction with the Iron Mace, is of course powerful. Would make it to a 4 and a 5, which is pretty huge for level 2 monsters. But also, we still have to roll the 6 here, right? In fact, the overview here for the Rage says at 1 to the hero's combat value, also deal 1 damage to the monster. I think it's simply a damage. I think it's very similar to the throwing dagger here. When you activate it, you deal 1 point of damage. So this could be still huge enough, and the +1 is also nice. Can I use it well, actually? I mean, this ultimately helps with this, right? It's basically 5 to 8 now. Which we have to roll only. So maybe that's what I should be doing, actually. Let's actually stay on target here. I think that's all right. So we are keeping the Iron Mace. So the Barb Club is also out. We are going with the Rage, and we will hold on to the Iron Mace and the Intimidate. So here's the Iron Mace back. This was used this round, right? Yeah, it was. I think I am going to get rid. I could get it back, by the way, so I can relearn it, but I have to take a learning action. So I will equip this one in here. And for the Intimidate, I don't know. I could spend 4 in order to do that, but we can still do that. So for now, we will leave it here, and we will check out what is available actually for us. And there are actually some nice items. At least the green gauntlets there would be nice. It's another +1. We could again slot in some more gems, which we don't have actually. So that's definitely tempted, and I think, yeah, let's do that for now. So we are spending the 3 in order to equip that. Green is relatively light armor, so leather armor like or so, but I still think it's okay. So we're adding this here. Again, our current health also goes up by 1. And it's 2 slots, so I think ultimately not too bad. We could refresh, but first of all, we will see what is coming out. Maybe there is something better. It's a red one. It's movement and one. It's the same thing. Yeah, we have that already. So we can take our freebie to wipe the display. And I will repopulate off camera now. And that's the new offer. Yeah, we have some, let's say, fast attack items. The dart, the sling. Sling is nice actually with the 10. But I really do like my throwing dagger actually. And these boots up there are nice because they would give us basically give us some carrying capacity back, which we haven't spent any right now. So I think let's definitely sell this for 3. I know it was 4, but for the remainder I will heal 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here at 8, we still have this. We can't buy any potions here. That's kind of a bummer. And I'm really tempted now to spend 1 more coin actually to wipe again to see what's coming out. We still have 7 money left, right? The thing is, what am I hoping for actually? I really don't know actually. So maybe let's simply do that. So we are spending 1 more coin to wipe this crap here. And again, I will repopulate the marketplace off camera. And now we are actually talking. Oh, we are back here, the lumber axe. Basically the same crap as with our iron mace. No, I think, I mean, it can do 5 damage, right? And it has, but the lowest level is still no, I think not. No, I think not. We made our bad with the iron mace. I'm really tempted now to go with those kneelings or whatever this is, part of the armor. I put this onto the wrong slot, by the way. I was confused for a second, which this could be here because we need to unlock this space. Exact, but still, that was okay. So we could actually afford this. Yes, we have 7 money left, and this would give us 2 more life points, basically 2 more max health and another slot. And everything we have here will give us money back at the end of the game for money. Let's do that. So we are buying this, and now we have 2 green and 2 red, but it is what it is. But this also means 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that wasn't too terrible actually. Now we are basically out of money, but we still have some tokens here. We can still move with that, or we can still look at this, explore 2 monsters, which is something I have been told, check it out, might be still worth it, not just for movement. And maybe this round I could still do that, right? Preparing for the next round to come, which will be the normal last round of the game. And if I want to stage things a little bit, that's what I need to do. The question is, do I really want to fight another monster, or do I want other things, right? Question is, can I do something meaningful? In theory, I could try to make it. No, I can't. That was the problem. Yeah, I have to liberate it first. That's the piece I completely forgot. I have to liberate the Dragon Slayer Tower before I can go there and buy items. Again, there are 2 of these Gar tokens or Gar stones left at the, what was it? I think, I keep forgetting, Alchemist or so. I think I forgot to replenish. Yeah, that is not bad. That's another max health, and not sure what the emerald actually is. Yeah, the emerald gives us a +1 basically once per round. Also not too bad. So maybe what we could try to prepare for the next round to come is to make it here to the Alchemist Tower. I think I could make it there actually. Liberate it, trade here, and then get the stuff. This is enough basically to get the 2 Gar stones how much movement do we still have this round? 1, 2, 3 more. So we could 1, 2, 3. I think that would really work actually in preparation. And then we will be teleported back at the start of round 9 anyway. And what we have is what we have. I think that's what we need to do. So we are spending these 2 movement points here. 1 and 2. I think there's nothing else teleporting. We have so many portals on the board which we can't really use. Embarrassing. And yeah, we will also use the scout. We can use the scout next round to see what we get, but let's bring it in here. That's basically the end of the round, and that was a rather lengthy round actually, so I'm really happy I recorded this in another session actually, not at the start of the last one where we're already starting to get tired. We are adding 1 more silver card, which is now basically 3. I'm not sure if I like this or not. I will reset all my tokens and then yeah, we'll make it back into the final round of the game. Okay, I am listening, fellas. So I will use the scout ability now for the second part of it. I think we are fighting one of those guys, so we are secretly, and that's important, we are secretly looking at the top 2 cards of this. Oh, for reward we could gain an emerald here. That's also important to know. So the Shadow Beast is back, or the Boar is back. Do I want an easy one now actually? We are adding 2 silver cards anyway. Or do I want the emerald, which would help me in the final fight? The thing with the Shadow Beast is, that's not too bad actually. We are adding 1 silver card, which will then make it into a golden card. Again, these are bad. I think we are okay with the Shadow Beast. Because I want the emerald actually. This could really help me. Yeah, let's do that. So the boar, we could, I think I bring it to the top of the deck. Basically both in any order. So the Shadow Beast is basically on top of it. And then we are, then we are moving into the space with our boots. So we still have all our tokens. But yeah, now we have to use our combat token to make it in here. And then we are fighting this Shadow Beast. So again, we know the drill. We are adding 1 silver card, which transforms the 3 cards into a golden card. So let's bring it over. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. We're adding 3 of these chaos tokens. I think we are not using that. Could be, depends a little bit of what it is they're drawing. And of course we have 1 guard token. This time we are not affected by any of those pesky elementals. I will definitely use my throwing dagger first. So let's roll those dice, and that's an 11. Again, we started off with an 11 before. So still, yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But that's 2 points of damage. I mean, that's not terrible, right? Then, yeah, what else? Then, yeah, we are basically going, we are not healing. We are going into the first round of normal combat. So we are revealing. Okay, it's a 4 and a 2. Okay. It's using its 1 and only guard token now. And when would I be using my rage? I think I'm using the rage. That's 1 ability I can use after I have rolled. I think that's what this means, right? And yes, indeed, after hero attack roll. So that's even better now. I like that. I really like that. But yeah, again, I have removed the guard token, which I shouldn't have done. So we are re-rolling that, and still only quote-unquote a 2. So that 6 plus 2 is an 8, which is 2 points worth of damage. I am completely fine with that. 1 and 2. Again, we could be using our rage whenever we see fit. Nice. Then we are using our, yeah, we know the drill, our Iron Mace here. We don't have anything on the Die of Hope. Nope. So let's see, that's a 9, and I think this is enough. We don't even need to use the rage. 9 is 3 points of damage. So this Shadow Beast is out of here. Okay, that was quite all right. Of course, that means we have a golden card for the next round to come. I think we are still adding another card because we are officially starting another round, but I will take it. And it's even more. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So we're adding 1 reputation. And I think, was I I don't know. We are adding one of those guys in here. And yeah, this emerald can be placed on any of our things here. So with a green slot. So yeah, let's totally do that. And when you use them, you flip them to the other side to show that they have been used. So you should really see what the benefit is here. Oh, that's nice. But still, let's not forget to add 2 silver cards to us, 2 silver cards to the monster player. So we are simply adding our 2 cards. So we are transforming those into a coin. Yeah, the coin is nice, but then this is out. I think there's no point holding on to this. No, I don't think so. Let's place a trade token in here. We are collecting 3 more gold, which is really important now. So let's simply do that. And then we are using this actually to trade here. So now we could actually heal for 8 by spending 1 money, but let's see what else is here. We have 4 money, which in theory 5, and we could also sell this for 2 more. So we have some coins. That's okay. Those 2 don't help us because again now we would need, yeah, that would be nice actually, but we need 3 items of the same color, and right now we have 2 red and 2 green, so I think we are not going to go for that. We are spending the 2 here, of course, to buy those 2 guard tokens, which we immediately cash in this scroll. So we have some stuff for the final fight to come. And maybe, would you allow me this 1 mulligan? Because again, I haven't revealed anything. I think we should have moved in here before we did anything else, right? Oh no, we didn't have... No, we don't have the movement now because of the scout. I'm an idiot. I have 1 movement, but then I couldn't have made it back. Oh, gosh, that's so bad. I can still do that afterwards. Okay, so okay, I don't need a mulligan. That's at least on the plus side. So let's reveal another item. So we are refreshing this, and yeah, that's great for us. Of course, we want to add more golden cards to the shadow player, to the AI player, right? So I think we can still wipe the display. So let's do that again. I will repopulate off camera. And I believe here was extremely lucky. The 3 guard tokens would be nice, but yes, I will definitely spend the 2 remaining cash I have to get this healing potion. So in total, we have 6 points worth of healing. That is not terrible. Nice. Still, let's reveal, and yeah, these are really nice, these amulets for healing power. And if you have 5 of the same color, you could heal for 4 each round. That is extremely huge. But yeah, I think I am out of stuff here. I think, yeah, there's nothing else we could do. So I will now spend my last remaining movement point to move over here. Before we do anything, we have to reveal the penultimate tile, and okay, fire elemental down here, so we are okay. So let's edit, but apart from that, nothing bad was happening. Oh, I see that now. He was also one. I missed that. But yeah, of course, I want to go for the higher level one, right? That's the idea. Oops, I'm so nervous. I'm dropping this. Oh, that's a ring. That's a ring. And this ring heals me. Oh, that is so cool. That is pretty huge. So we're moving this ring over here. We are equipping this ring in here. So that's 1 healing per round. I mean, we can only use it, but we could use it now basically to move it up here, but we will be healed at the start of the next round anyway, which means we have 5 healings at our disposal. That isn't terrible at all. Okay, then let's move into the final round of the game. Again, I'm relatively certain that we are adding another silver card to the cash. If not, I am cheating myself. And again, I would rather cheat myself than the game. So we are teleported back to the church. We will fully heal. All our stuff will reactivate. I mean, it's another round. After all, I think we already knew what was coming. I think we are not allowed to use any free actions and whatnot now. So I couldn't use the scout at this point in time or any additional healing. So that's basically what I have to live. I could also not train and whatnot. So that's what I'm dealing with now. And then we are bringing out our monster. So we know what this monster is. We don't know what this monster is. The game now tells me to shuffle them together. I think there is a scenario where we could deal with more than 2 cards. So let's simply roll a die where we will place it. So on a 1, 2, 3, this card goes to the left, and on a 4 to 6, this card goes to the right. And I think for this, I will use my trusted J-Blade die, right? The 1 is my logo. That's a 4, which means this goes in here. It simply matters in respect to who goes first, basically, in respect to the activation. So let's reveal that. Oh, that's a lovely troll. And we know that this is the boar. I think we are still adding all this stuff to the display. I think so. I really do think so. But I also do think that they have their own pool of stuff. Right? I mean, that's the idea. So we're adding 1 guard token here. Here is 1, here is 1, but we are adding 1 more silver card. Are you kidding me? And this 1 silver card again transforms into a golden card. I mean, I shouldn't have been surprised. I looked at the card after all, right? So we have 2 golden cards. Again, we don't know what those are. We could shuffle them, but it doesn't matter, right? What's the point? The thing is, yeah, I just see that now, we are adding 3 more silver cards to the fun. Isn't that lovely? So here we are, the 3 cards we just cashed in are back. Okay, that's great. So now I'm no longer sure if I should have added another card at the start of this round, but yeah, I will not take it back, right? So at the start of the fight, each hero may perform 1 first strike with suitable items or abilities. So we will use our throwing deck. I think we get to choose who we are hitting with. Yeah, players decide the order in which they attack, if an agreement, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then we take our combat rounds. Again, we have the healing phase, we have the enemy attack phase, and I think they attack basically both more or less simultaneously. But we always have a healing phase before they are taken in action, right? That's the idea. But yeah, let's take our throwing dagger first. And here I'm not entirely sure who I should be hitting first. The boar, in theory, I could take out with the Iron Mace in 1 swing. So I think it would be wasteful to use it there. So we may want to use it at the troll. Might be a terrible mistake, but I will do it anyway. And luckily, we are not affected by any elementals, right? We don't have any stuff. Yeah, we have the +1 here, which is it's a 1 which we can use, right? Now let's do that. That's an 8. Okay, it's not great, but it's still 1 point of damage. Hey, here we are coming. Okay, that's ridiculous, of course. So, but I mean, we have to start somewhere, right? So we have used our throwing dagger. Though that ship has sailed, it's basically out of here. Good thing is we really don't have an awful lot of these chaos tokens, and also not too many of these guard tokens, so maybe that's a relief. We will start with the troll. We will be using basically 1 card here. I think we are using 1 card for each of those, so that's a 2 and a 3. It doesn't have any guard tokens, so we will not use it, but we could still take 3 or 4 points worth of damage. And I think there's no point, right, driving it down. No, we will simply suck it up. So it's 1, 2, 3. So we are down to 9. So this card has been resolved. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like it or not. Let's see. And we are not using the Die of Hope, by the way, in this final fight. So we are completely on our own. Here's a 9. Yeah, that's of course, it had to be a 9, not a 10, right? Yeah, then we don't get the Die of Hope anyway. It will use 1 chaos token. It will not use any tokens here. Yeah, so let's see. We will always start with a golden card, right, when it is available. So let's see if the card matches, if that's also a power strike. It's not. It's our healing card. I hate it. So it could mean that, no, he's not using, yeah, he could use chaos tokens. Yeah, he has 1 left. So that means it's doing 2 more damage, and we are losing 2 on our die roll for this round to come. You must be kidding me. So if we leave it here, yeah, it would just make it to here. We could use the guard token now. Is it worth it? 1 point. 1 point. The -2 here. This is the one that really bugs me, actually. Yeah, but we have these golden cards. All right, and right, it has to be a challenge to some extent, right? But I do think we need the guard tokens later, right? It's 4 + 2, but it's still a +2. But it does the 2 damage anyway. Right? So that would be 5 damage. So why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving us down to 4. Oof, that's a tough start, right? But at least the boar is out of power strikes, or basically out of its chaos tokens. Okay. And again, we can heal basically in between of all of those. So we can get rid of those actually, but we have to remember the -2 here, right? Exactly. So these are gone. So now it's our Iron Mace. Let's simply roll and see what we roll, and then we can decide. We still have a +2, which is not bad. And if I somehow make it to 6, we might be able to take out that boar actually. Yeah, let's see about that. That's a 4 again. We are not using the die of hope. It would be enough actually. Now we have the -2, of course. No, it's not enough. It's the -2, but I think we need to get rid of an enemy now. So we are using our first guard token here to reroll that die. Okay, that's better. That's a 5, 10 -2. That's an 8. I think it's still okay. An 8. We will be using... Where did I place the token now? Ah, it's here. It's a +1, which we didn't need really, but it's adding the extra damage. So 1 + 3, that's the 4 we needed to get rid of the boar. I think that's important. We are not gaining any rewards from this fight, so what we have is what we have. But we are still standing, and I think now I have to start to heal actually before we are moving into the next round of combat, because otherwise we are quite dead, right? So let's do this. That's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we can survive another round of combat here. Nice. So let's clean up. These guard tokens are gone. Yeah, I think again they belong to the individual monsters. This card is gone. Not too sad about this. We are not using any more. Yeah, we can't use any fast abilities anyway, so we are drawing our next card. Again, that's the pesky 9 here. So, and it's using, of course, and I think we know what this is, right? Yeah, it's healing. So it's using its one and only power card, and I think this is really a bad one because it will stay here, and that's really a problem. So it's a +2 here. It will heal. So yeah, we have basically lost our progress on this guy. And what do we get? 9, 11. So we're getting 4 points of damage anyway. So I think there's no point. No, we will suck it up again. I have to do damage, and I think we are not making enough damage now. I think at least. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oof, tough. So we have to leave this one here because we know it's regenerating, but we can get rid of that. So let's park this card next to it, right? And then we are rolling our fight dice again with our Iron Mace. Yep. Oh, 12. That is cool. We don't need to do anything now. We are not losing anything. We don't need to use our clover here. So that's basically 4 points on its own. It will heal now. This healing is really bad, but at least we are making some progress. Again, I could heal, and I think I have to. So I will use the ring for 1, and I will use the healing potion for 1 and 2. I'm not sure if this is enough or not. Let's see about that. Then the regeneration kicks. I think this is really the worst card for this. It's really bad. So we are healing, and we are revealing the next combat card, which in this case is a 7. It can't use any more of those chaos tokens. That's at least a small relief. And the 7, quote unquote, is only a 3. Let's take it for now. 1, 2, 3. So again, we are down to 4 life points. I'm not sure when I have to start using guard token, but I think I need the guard tokens to do damage actually. So then again, it's our roll. Gosh. Yeah, we have to use a guard token now. So we are spending this. And that's 6 plus 8, that's an 8. Yeah, for the 9 I would have used this, but I think, yeah, we have to live with that, right? So we are going to 6, which is just not enough. So should I be using now? Because then I have a chance, because it will heal. Then it's at 5, and we can inflict maximum of 4 damage, right? So then we wouldn't be enough. So I think we have to use our second guard token now. And we still 5 plus 2 is 9. Yeah, we have to use this one now. So we are spending it. So that's the 10, right? Yeah, we need the 4 points of damage. So wait a second. So we had 3 on there. We are adding 4 exactly. So now we are here. And then we have to basically roll a 10 next round without any guard tokens and any modifiers. Wow! And we could be dead if he... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think we will be dead. Anyway, that was our round already. So we are moving back. We are out of healing. So he heals. This healing is really... It's the worst card in the deck. It's the worst card in the entire deck. So let's reveal the next combat card. And okay, here we are, quote unquote, lucky. It's a 1 and it's a 3. And again, I'm hoping I'm not cheating here. So that's 3 points worth of damage. Whew. 1, 2, 3. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? We can't do anything about it. We are out of guard tokens. So let's roll our Iron Mace here. And I'm not cheating, you guys. That's so insane. That's the 10. That's the 10, including the healing. Woohoo! Oh boy. Oh boy. That was... Okay, these were out of here, by the way. I really hope I haven't missed anything here, because otherwise it would really feel bad. Though this troll is gone, we are not taking any sort of reward from that. And I think we don't really even have to calculate the score, because it was a true, let's call it, cooperative scenario. So the scenario can end in one way. If all enemies in the final battle are defeated, the heroes have successfully protected the church. All heroes win. So we are not tallying up our score, and I'm so confident that I will be finding a major goof during editing, and then I will really scream out loud. But for now, it is what it is. It really went down to these final 2 rolls, quote unquote. So here it was a 4, and here we rolled the 10. This was insanely lucky. This was insanely lucky. If this would have been a 3, for example, we would just didn't make it. It's basically down to a 9 points then, right? In theory, there could have been a chance that the next card... Let's see what the next card would have been, actually. That's the next card that it would have drawn. Let's say we wouldn't have made it, and no, it's a 6. We would have been dead. Okay. Basically, no matter what, this was the roll to have, and it came at the exact right time. I mean, we were really unlucky so far. Things were really not going our way dice-wise, but finally the dice gods really showed me some favor. I'm a little bit disappointed that I wasn't really able to go after a lot of these quests. I think this is where the, let's say, the longer scenarios are, quote unquote, a little bit more fun, because you can develop much better in it, right? So if you're playing a 12-round scenario, for example, I mean, this would have been 4 full more rounds. I'm relatively certain I was able to going after these, but I think these are more for the, let's say, competitive game, where you are then ultimately maybe comparing your score in the end, and this is a great way getting you stuff and whatever more experience points out, and the more quests you have, the more additional points you will score. You want to bring out your quests here. So again, I'm really looking forward playing this game with a couple of friends, hopefully this weekend actually. So we are about to set something up, and hopefully I can convince everyone to play Euthia with me. Really looking forward to that. I have to carry nearly 20 kilos of board game with me, but I think the car will carry the load. Let's hope for the best that it doesn't fail me. But yeah, that's basically my second playthrough of Euthia, Torment of Resurrection, exploring the solo game. Again, ton of fun. And I think for now I will pack everything back into the box. I have no clue how to do that, but I'm also curious how this goes. And then up next, I think I will do some more lighter stuff. I have some, let's call it, review copies I may want to cover. One of those being Cuvée, a game about wine. Definitely happy to share this on camera, and some other things to go, but I'm relatively certain I will come back to this at some point in time. Again, maybe crack up the expansion box. I keep hearing there is an additional or some tweaks to the solo rules, and I think I have at least one more hero in there if I'm not mistaken. So, and a lot of other stuff, more tiles and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward opening up that box maybe I will do an unboxing. Let me know if you are curious as me, and then I will do an unboxing of the expansion box again. Just let me know. Before I forget, huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members. You guys are truly great and amazing. Can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support. So if you want to support my little channel, go to my page on Patreon. There is a link below the video and it will pop up during this video at some point in time. You can also join me here, my community on YouTube, for a very small price actually. You can click on that little thanks button, the $sign below the video, for a small or maybe not so small donation. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. This also greatly helps the channel. I really do appreciate that a lot as well. And yeah, with that being said, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And yeah, until then, bye bye.